all, welcome back to Dutch Diecast Collector, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome. Today we got the Top Gun A-4 Skyhawk, and this one was sitting in a Japanese hobby store that I was visiting. It's used, the tank pitot was sitting a bit poorly, but all the parts are included, so that's really nice. And so we're gonna unbox this as best as possible together, and I'm gonna show you the plane. This was one of my favorites back in the day, and I never bought it, and I haven't had the chance to find one used. Now I found one used for a decent price there. I think it was 60 euros roughly. A bit steep for the damage, but we'll see how bad it is. It's seen that's still on there. I love the old box art, by the way. It came from Surigaya, by the way, if you're interested. And it was sitting there for almost a year. Wow, quite bad. But yeah, because of the tank pitot, most likely people didn't buy it. And I'm not so worried, let's say, because we can fix things. But let's open her up. So you need to open the hatch first with this one. As there are parts in the door still with the older ones, which was cool, a cool feature, but not needed per se. The box is in poor shape, but I hope that we can still salvage some of it. The parts that are in there, by the way, are the door case open and closed versions, but we'll check how we're going to put this. Probably I'm going to go on stand with this one, as I have more A4s on stand. Fun fact, we bought 4 A4s. The box inside is damaged beyond repair. And the tank pitot, it's just bended a bit, so just gently put it back in place. Don't over push it. I think it snapped off and they glued it back or something. Could be that snaps off now, but we'll see. No, not so bad. It sits a bit under angle now, but we can go a bit more. Just gently leave it on angle for a while. That looks a lot better. Not perfect, but a little bit better. We'll check the images how it was sitting. I think it's under a bit more angle. But first glance at the used plane, the air brake was still under. That was important for me. The paint is still in immaculate state. No glue residue. The paint job still in good shape. The Aggressor logo is nicely still on there. The canopy was loose. At least it was in the shop. See if we can get it off, but we'll check that in a sec. I don't remember if this one was an open canopy or not. No, it's a mechanicked. Okay. We'll leave that for now, but we'll check that later because it feels a bit fragile. It's an old model, so I don't want to overpush it, but at first glance, really cool model. I love the details. I'm going to have a look at the pitot in a sec because I cannot get this one probably anymore, but it looks really nice. Let me grab another A4, just double check, by the way. Nice thing if you have multiple models for review, this is A4 also. I just copied the angle. I have to say from the newer ones it looks a little bit better, but that's... Now for parts there is not much to the Top Gun version. You have wheels and you have claps. There's no missiles with it. That's not with this version. So yeah, if you ever wonder, is mine complete? Yes, yours is complete. Just need to cut these free, by the way. Let me do that off cam. So that's all parts unlocked. I do like that they had a bit of a finish back in the day. Not sure if that's just the age of it, but from my feeling they always had a bit of more detail. So the lining was a bit better. They actually sanded down parts a little bit. I do like this era. Parts for the rest are always nice from the A-4 Skyhawk. The only downside with especially the older ones is the rubber. It starts to stick on the wheels. So this is only with the rear wheels, by the way. The front one is a painted material. But just these have the real rubber tires on it, and yeah, they get sticky after a while. So I should be really patient, and also had her glued together at a single point. So if you don't want that, you need to turn it around. But that's something to keep in mind with these older Skyhawks. I don't know how it is with the newer ones. I have one, but I haven't unboxed it yet. So we'll put this together for you guys and show you how it looks. Alrighty guys, so that all fitted very smoothly. I noticed that everything was sanded down already by previous owners, so that's really cool. I'd say I like the details on the mix of color use. Now downside, your center fuel tank goes as soon as you go to the stand type. So that's something you have to keep in mind when buying an A4. Which nothing wrong with. The hole also gets blind plugged by it, so from the screw bolt, and then you have a finished model. The wheels, they sit quite high. I'm bringing you guys upstairs to show you my other scooter collection, let's say, because I have quite a lot of these little buggers. And these are the parts that you're left with, so that's it. There is no pilot figure for me. I'm not sure if there should be a pilot figure. I will check that online. or you guys will add it and share it with me, that's fine. But yeah, I will put it on the rotisserie table, and then after that we go upstairs together. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, the finished Top Gun Skyhawk. I have to say I'm happy how the tank pitot turned out. Maybe a bit too low, but my other model, it's on the same height. So yeah, there are more straighter versions and later types. The other E-type or M-type, there are multiple of these variant use. But a nice piece of movie memorabilia, and it also really exists, so that's really cool. So yeah, a nice aggressor for my collection. I'll bring you guys upstairs to my Skyhawks. I hope I can find a good spot for this little guy, but I'm going to put her with the older ones. I'm probably going to put a newer one down somewhere. Alrighty guys, so I needed to start making space for my scooters. So I had my T33 sitting all front here row. And now I'm making this in all A4s and then a little bit of F5 sets. I still have two little scooters here that I need to move. And then all the T33s are now with the F84s, and there's one Mirage on top, but don't let that fool you. And then I have some miscellaneous that I still need to figure out a good spot for, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's me busy with my room. By the way, patches that I bought, and also some other cool little gimmicks for the room. So that's gonna be fun. And